Hi everyone. I just want to make a quick video on a Real Care 2 baby simulator that most of the teenagers and high schoolers and stuff take for a school project. And I will show you what it comes with. It comes with the bottle. This is the the old bottle that they first made when they had the Generation 6 bottles when they first um actually make the dolls. And that's what their bottles look like. I don't have the newer ones that they make now with them, but I do have the Generation 6 one that they did make, and it has the little baby think it over for the Generation 6 model. So, I thought that was kind of neat that I had the first bottle that they make. And the Real Care 2 Plus in 3s and the 2s, this is what their IDs look like for the students. They come like this. They'll be attached to the person that's taking the baby home. It'll be attached to the wrist. Then the diapers for the 2 pluses, and 3 models, they all have a patch that looks like this inside the diapers. This one's the yellow patch, and he's got the green patch on right now, so that's what the diapers look like. And I'm going to talk about a little about what the cries and everything is. First thing you need to do is ID the baby. You must ID the baby first. Then you gotta recognize if it wants the diaper or the bottle or the burping or the rocking. And if it's you chime the baby and none of them methods work, possibility the baby might be just fussy, in which there's really nothing you can do for the baby at that point. Is just to let it cry it out. You can rock the baby and stuff like that, try to comfort it like a regular baby when they're fussy. But even though it chimed and you tried all the 4 other methods, after you chime the baby and it's not the diaper, the burping, the rocking, or the feeding, then its possibility is just fussy. So just keep that in mind. Well, when I took the baby home back in 2003, so by that point they didn't have this version out yet. They just had the Generation 6 babies. Yes, I do have another one, and she's the first model that they came out with the feeding, the burping, the rocking, and the changing. and the support of the head. So yes, I got a Generation 6 and a Real Care 2. Not the 2 Plus, just the Real Care 2. So, for either one, you can use the bottle for either one, but on Generation 6, you cannot use these two. You cannot use the diaper or this kind of key on the Generation 6. You got to have older model, in which this is what the Generation 6 model looks like. And the diapers for them, instead of being a yellow patch and a green patch, they got these little tabs that has a little Velcro on them. This one's a white patch, and she's got the blue patch on. So, if your school is not taking the Real Care 2, they just keep the older model that they first came out with, you would need a white and blue patch. But otherwise, if you have the newer model, the Real Care 2, 2 Pluses, or 3s, you would need freaking the yellow and the green patch and the this kind of ID and a bottle. And so that's that. And both of them, you gotta, of course, watch the head, because the head will fall back. But on the Generation 6, it just falls back. On the Generation 2, 2 Plus, and 3s, you can turn the baby's head side to side. On them, on the Generation 6, you can't. It just falls back. Now, I would demonstrate on that one, but she's actually turned on. And that's why I got my wristband on. But I just wanted to make a quick video on an update, because I'm watching some of the videos that guys are making, and you guys are getting a little bit frustrated because you guys tried everything and the babies are still crying, and you tried everything. So just don't panic or stress out. Even though you chimed the baby and you tried the bottle, the diaper, the burping, and the rocking, and you did not let the head fall back, then more than likely it's fussy, and there's nothing you can do about it. Is try to bear in there in about 2 to 3 minutes. It might even take up 5 minutes of them crying. But they will not coo or anything like that. They just stop crying when they're done being fussy. So just keep that in mind. But you always chime the baby first before you go to the next step. Say that you got done feeding it and it starts to cry again, you got to chime the baby again. Then try to burp it. Don't burp it right away after it gets done cooing, because it won't work and it's not wanting attention. You gotta wait until the baby starts to cry again before you can chime it. Just keep that in mind. So I just wanted to make this quick update video for you guys. So just in case you guys need a video on what to do on a school project on a Real Care 2, 2+, or 3s, on what to do on each thing that you guys can try. And also, before I forget, on the feeding and everything, even though you're feeding the bottle to the baby, or rocking or burping the baby, and while you're doing that and the baby starts to cry, if you say that you propped up the bottle and all of a sudden, like a minute and a half to 2 to 3 minutes, it starts to cry even though the bottle's there to its mouth, you got to move the baby every once in a while, because it does have a motion sensor in the 2, 2+, and the 3s. They got to be moved every once in a while. They do have a motion sensor in it. You cannot just prop up the bottle and be done until it's done. It will start to cry if the baby's not being moved every few minutes. And when the baby gets that emotion detected, where it's been moved and stuff, then it will stop crying and it will go back to the feeding and the burping and stuff like that. But you cannot just prop up the bottles on the newer version. It's got a motion sensor in them. They got to be moved at the same time as you're feeding them. Just keep that in mind as well. So, that said, I hope this video will help you guys in the long run. I hope you guys enjoy the babies better if you watch this video, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and a like, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and God bless.